The COVID-19 pandemic has forced businesses to modify day-to-day operations and adapt primarily online. With the shift to digital in mind, many companies are looking for ways to become more productive in 2021. Joining us now is global entrepreneur and business strategist Ruble Chandy. Ruble, welcome to the show. We're so excited to have you and talk about this important subject because we know many companies have shifted to a remote work infrastructure amid the pandemic in the last year. The question now remains, how can these small business leaders reinforce that productivity in a remote workforce this year in 2021?
Thanks for having me, Hannah. Here's the thing. Small businesses need to start focusing on results rather than activities. The old model before pandemic was about activities. Let's get these things done versus we need to start focusing on results. And for the employees, we need to figure out how can we track remotely what they are doing and then what results they are getting that is moving the bottom line forward. That's the name of the game.
That is the name of the game. That sounds right. And improving your entrepreneurial skills as a small business leader is so important, Ruble, in order to thrive. I don't have to tell you that. But what are some ways for leaders to evaluate and improve their own productivity?
So first of all, focus on the 1%. So we all know, like the 80-20 rule, 80% of your results will come from 20% of actions. But that's not it. When I teach people in 14 different countries, we take it like one more level deep, which is 1% of your activities will give you around 50% of results. What are the things that could get you money right now and money in the future? And focus on those things only 50% of the time, and then you're naturally driven towards driving and growing and accelerating your business.
We know small businesses have faced so many challenges throughout the pandemic. What are some of the lessons learned that could help them become more productive in this new year, Ruble?
Be agile. Be agile, completely agile, like water. Like when water comes in and then all of a sudden there is a rock in front of it, it's not going to be like, oh my gosh, I cannot handle it, versus like, you know what, let's figure out a way to adapt to this new environment and figure out what is going to happen. When is going to be the next rock? This is not going to be the last problem that we are going to face. There will be new things showing up in our lives. So figure out a way to pre-adapt, in other words, anticipate change and adapt to that in advance so that we don't need to be reacting to many of these challenges.
Be agile. I think that's always good advice, no matter what you're facing in life. Thank you for that. What are some of the biggest shifts in consumer behavior, and how can small businesses better tailor their customer experience now after this pandemic?
So consumers are massively going into chats, the social media apps, the messenger apps, other apps. They don't want to get on a phone call with the customer care. So see if you could figure out a way to use chatbots with your customer care to figure out a way so that they could interact with an AI-based system in a very cost-effective way as you're moving forward. Understand that AI is going to help you grow your business faster and more efficiently and keep your customers more happy. So start thinking about using AI in a miniature way right now so that when we move to that next level, you are going to be the leader in your industry.
What are some of the biggest shifts in consumer behavior that you've noticed, Ruble, and how can these small businesses better tailor their customer experience, especially when it comes to digital marketing? Because we know it's so crucial to small businesses, especially amid a pandemic. What's the smartest way for these small businesses to use these digital marketing tools? Because not everyone is as savvy when it comes to digital marketing.
So first of all, digital marketing is not that technical at all. There are so many people. You could hire people from different outsourcing companies to get these people to get it set up in your social media apps and start advertising locally. There are capability for many of these advertising platforms to put ads locally in your 10, 15-mile radius. If that's what you want, based on specific criteria, use that, leverage that with very small budget, like $5 or $10 a day, to market to those people and stay engaged with them. That's not it. What is going to happen in this world, because we all have been sitting at home away from humans, we are all craving for connection. So one way we could leverage this new world order that has been created at this moment is by creating connection environment. Because it was about expression in the last decade. This decade is going to be about human connection. So figure out a way to build communities, collaborations around around social media, create Facebook specific groups that you could create, like any other platforms that you could create online to collaborate people, bring people together, your consumers having a raving fan experience with your small business. And finally, one thing that you could always do is use AI. I cannot emphasize that enough. Use AI in some smaller capacity. There are so many ways to do that in a very cost-effective way.
Before I let you go, Ruble, I do want to ask you, what are some of the trends and predictions expected to drive small businesses in this new year of 2021?
So there's going to be a lot of local manufacturing for the critical items. Because of what happened in the early stages of the pandemic, people are scared to give out the critical manufacturing outside. So there is going to be a lot of critical manufacturing locally. That's going to scale significantly. At the same time, the knowledge economy is going to expand globally. So which means you could actually help people from here if you have a specialized knowledge to people all over the world. So that's a major trend that is happening. And as I'm helping businesses in 14 countries, I'm realizing that, like I said, the connection thing is a huge thing. Everybody is trying to build new collaboration platforms to build new connection. Technology usage in business is going to be huge in the next couple of years. The speed in which AI is going to be implemented, it's going to rapidly reduce because of all these changes. Healthcare, it's going to be huge because healthcare, what is going to happen is because of this huge emphasis of this pandemic, we are going to have massive innovation in healthcare. So if you're in healthcare, there is massive opportunity for you. Those are some of the trends that I could say.
Well, Ruble, I have to say, we really appreciate your insight and expertise. We hope you come back for these evolving sectors. Ruble Chandy, global entrepreneur and business strategist. We really appreciate your time this morning, Ruble. Thank you again.